little bit about the little we know about South Alabama. Reiterating on what I probably mentioned the other night post game. Not much a lot different other than, can't start off a football game on the third play of the game with a turnover for a touchdown, especially in a big emotional game against a really good team. Got their momentum going in their direction, got their crowd into the game. And so they got that quick score. We come back, make it 14-3, and our defense gives us a big turnover at the start of the second quarter, I think at the 25-yard line. Now we've got a chance to swing it and make it a 14-10 game, and we didn't score. We throw the interception in the end zone. They go down and score and make it 21-3. So we went from a chance to be 14-10 to 21-3. And at that point, now you're pressing, and they ended up obviously taking the game from us. It didn't help that in the back end we had a lot of guys, a lot of moving parts, with some guys being banged up, coming in and out. Varnado was lost for the game with a concussion. Nunez had a concussion, Malbrew. And then we lost Raheem Malone, I think, on the second drive of the game with a concussion. So we definitely would have loved to have those guys for the entire game. Those are 4 critical guys that we definitely could have used. But nevertheless, there were some other guys' opportunities to come in and play. Luckily, we got an open date, so all 4 of them are expected to be ready to go and cleared since we have an open date for the next ball game. So that will come at a critical time. Got some other guys banged up a little bit. Nobody that to the point where we feel like they will miss the South Alabama game. Moving forward, South Alabama's playing awfully well right now. They're gaining steam. They had a big win against Troy. They won this past week, so they're gaining steam right now. They're a solid football team. They're really good. Joey Jones does a great job. I know a lot of their staff. They do a really good job there. It's always been a tough place for us to go play, and so we're going to have to make sure we utilize this open date in the best way we can to get a little more preparation, a little head start on the game plan. Heal up some guys that obviously have to be healed up and cleared in order to be able to play in the game. And then we've got to go come up with a great plan, better than we did this past week, to go up and get back to 4-4, to get back to 500, and that's our goal right now, is to get to 4-4. And then a lot of football left to be played still. Like I said, we got 5 games left to be played. This football team has not reached our potential yet. We've not, to be honest, we even scratched the surface in some areas, and so we've got to do that in these next 5 games. And I really feel like we can, and finish really strong, and see what this senior class can do here with these last 5 games. Last year's team went 4-2 in the last 6 games and got bowl eligible. This year, this team we're 3-4 at this point. Last year, we were 3-5 before we went on that run. So, if we can come up with a big win in a couple of weeks, that will give us a chance to enter the stretch run at 4-4, and see what we can do with the remainder of the season. So, excited to get back to work. These kids are still working hard, have a really great attitude. They realize they left some opportunities on the table, didn't play as well as we should have. And they still are fighting every day to get better. So, any questions?
Is Jordan's knee something that it might just bother him for the rest of the season, but they're not worried about long term?
Yeah.
How does that? You were throwing out possibilities with Levi, or at least
Yeah.
thinking about that. How does that impact that?
Yeah, Jordan probably something he'll fight through for the rest of the year. I mean, I'm hoping he can get where he's pretty much 100%, but it's not probably going to be quite 100% till the year's over. Andre will be back. We have not decided moving forward which one of those 2, but I have made a decision that with Levi, I'm not going to take his red shirt for these last 5 games. It's more than just Levi, and I told our team, it's we got to play better as a team, not just at the quarterback position. It's not all on the quarterback. So we got two really good boys at quarterback that it's important to both those kids. They're working really hard. We've got to do a better job in making decisions. We can't turn the ball over. I think we've had 10 turnovers this year. It's an offense, which is not an awful lot. But every turnover but 1, I believe, has been on the quarterback. And so we've got to make sure we do a better job of taking care of the ball at the quarterback position. And if we can do that, we'll be a much better football team. We would have been in much better shape the other night if we hadn't to turn it over on the third play of the game, and definitely not turn it over as we're driving in to score. And so we can hopefully get some of those things corrected. Well, one, we got to put this game behind us. Can't allow this team to beat us twice, because we went up there, with all intentions of winning that football game. That's a team that we've beaten the last 3 out of 4 times before we went up there. And, but it's always been an emotional game of those guys. They came out really ready to play, got the big turnover momentum early, and we never got back into the game after we missed that second turnover. And but for us, we want to got to get back to work, got to stay the course and correct, sort of adjust the sails, but stay the course. And our kids, and they believe that they're ready to get back to work. They know that we felt like we'd shown a lot of improvement for 2 straight weeks, and we definitely did not carry that over into the third game.
You used Huggins a lot. Was Riggs just getting worn down a little bit, or did you see something more on the edge that you wanted to?
Yeah, he's been banged up a little bit. This open date really came at a good time for him. He's been sort of just body sore. You can tell he's getting worn down a lot from, he takes a lot of contact when he runs the ball. He's a very physical runner, and it's been taking a toll on him. So this open date's going to come at a good time for him. But we needed to take a few of the reps off of him, and so Huggins right now actually is the number 2 guy.
How important is it to sort of stay at the very least around the 500 level, just in terms of your team's fight level? Something.
Well, we want to if we can get back to 4-4, like I said, we got a tough challenge to do that. And I know they're probably thinking the same thing too, obviously. But if we can get back to 500, 4-4, and still have 4 games left, I mean, there's a lot of. We can still finish with an outstanding record in season, but we've got one game at a time. This is a 1-game season for us. We've got to put everything we can into this game and utilize this extra time that we have, and go over there and hopefully play better than we did this past week.
You noted some of the positives of having the break, health being one. Is there a negative to a 16-game break?
Yeah, that's very uncommon. This season, the schedule is very uncommon. 5 home games, open date with 16 days off, traveling back from Idaho, then playing a Thursday night game. These kids have been given a pretty tall order.